In SME, under Inventory, there is a return module. You can do a return from the customer to your inventory or from your inventory back to a vendor. The first way I want to show you is from a customer to your own inventory. So first, if you go up to a customer equipment list, for this customer we see 3 items in their equipment list. In order to return a material item from a customer to your inventory, the material has to be marked as equipment for the customer. So this customer has 3 pieces of equipment. The other thing is the equipment has to be sold or delivered through SME. Like this particular scanner, if we open this up, you'll see that the link status on it is invoiced. So this item was actually sold through SME, so we can bring it back to SME. Or if it said delivered, you could do that. That would mean the inventory was just delivered out of SME, hadn't been invoiced yet. Like this item, this one that says pump, if we open this up, this is just an item that was manually entered into the equipment. You'd see the link status as unlinked EQ. So if you have an item that you manually entered into equipment and it says unlinked EQ, you cannot do a return to bring that back into inventory at all. It was never taken from inventory, so you can't bring it back to inventory. So let's bring this scanner back to inventory. Actually, let's actually do the air pump. It's the same for the air filter. If we look at that one, it's been invoiced as well. We'll do the scanner in a minute. So this air filter, let's actually look at the inventory item for air filter and just review the on-hand quantity. So you can tell we have 53 currently in stock, and we're going to bring that back into stock, so we should see that go up to 54. So I'm in the customer equipment, just right-click on it and choose Return, Remove, Retire. It's just going to tell us that an RMA was created. Notice in the equipment status column, that item is on RMA. I'm going to click yes to jump to the RMA. The next thing you need to do to bring that equipment back into inventory is to go to the Return Items tab. And you're going to see that air filter on this tab. And you click Receive Item. And in this window, permanent removal is checked, so I'm going to leave that checked and just click OK. And just click yes to close that order. Now let's go back to the inventory item for that air filter and notice the on-hand quantity went to 54, previously 53. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back up to the customer equipment. We do have this air filter, it's still listed on their equipment list. You'll just see that it has equipment status of retired. Now to return the scanner, we can do the same thing by right-clicking on it and choosing Return, Remove, Retire. You can also initiate the return from the return module. So let's try that. So I'm going to go under Returns. I'm going to go ahead and click New at the top from Customer because we're returning it from a customer to our inventory. And I'm going to choose the customer. Now on the Return Items tab, I need to add all the equipment that I'm returning from a customer back to our inventory. So I'm just going to click the New button on that tab and select from Customer Equipment. And it's going to show me the items that I'm going to return. So I'm going to choose a scanner and click OK. So the item's added to the return. I just need to process it. So if I click Receive Item, I'm just going to make sure permanent removal is checked and click OK and close out this return.